So yet again, I'm here, and now it's time for lesson 5 of our community project on art, expressing joy in art. So to start, what exactly is joy? I'm sure all of you have known this for a long time, but joy is the incredible feeling that you get when you do something fun. It's the sensation that flows through your body when you do something you truly love. It's essential if you want to live the best life you possibly can, and joy is something that can be found and expressed in countless ways, art being one of them. Art itself is a form of expression for the aspects of oneself. People make art to symbolize their culture, beliefs, values, interests, imagination, and countless other aspects one may have about themselves. And nowadays and for years to come, art will not be going away. Art is an excellent way of expressing one's joy, and art is even a way that someone can feel joy. People love art because of how it conveys the emotions of the artist, and in a way other than words, along with how much joy one can feel just by putting things on paper or in any shape or form. For me personally, I find joy in art because I feel as if I'm bringing my imagination to life, like in this drawing I'm doing, taking inspiration from the character Guts from the manga Berserk. So yeah, anyway, whenever I'm making art, I feel as if I'm bringing my imagination to life. I feel that by expressing my imagination, I'm making something cool, something unique, something interesting, something beautiful. Knowing these things about art and artists, it really shows the importance of imagination and self-expression. Expressing yourself in not just art, but in literally any way, such as participating in culture events, doing what you love, and just being yourself brings joy and spice in your life. It makes your life worth living. When it comes to joy in art, you may have seen that the color yellow usually symbolizes happiness and excitement. The color yellow can also symbolize cheerfulness and optimism, and can represent the good feeling of a beautiful sunny day. On more technical terms, the color yellow actually stimulates our nerves, glands, and our brain, causing us to be more alert and energized. Yellow is a color that promotes activity and interaction. Besides just yellow, it has been observed that art itself does stimulate happiness in a person. There is an experiment carried out by neurobiologist Semir Zeki was his name, where people would have their brains scanned while looking at 28 different art pieces. The results showed that looking at an art caused a surge of dopamine through your brain. Dopamine is basically the chemical of happiness in your brain, and it triggers feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and, well, happiness and joy. Not only that, but the surge of dopamine was also shown to be immediate, really showing how art and other things we see as beautiful or intriguing can be good for our well being. Art is something that is beautiful, and art is something that is really joyful and satisfying. We feel joy when doing art because we are making and seeing something beautiful. We feel joy in art because we are being ourselves and willfully expressing ourselves and our imaginations by making something with it. And if any of you guys want to try making art and see if it brings you joy, if you haven't already, then simple sketching is a good place to start. But of course, you can always try out any other style of art too, like sculpting. What else? What other styles of art are there? Like sculpting, painting, art with paper, arts and crafts, that kind of thing. Art really is such an amazing thing, and joy really is such an amazing thing with it. So if you don't find joy in art, but that's okay. It would, it would be nice but it would be nice if you guys were to try art at some time. And just remember this: art is something that one can do to express their joy, and art is something that can stimulate joyful feelings in someone. And with that, that marks the end of lesson 5, expressing joy in art. Stay tuned for lesson 6 with Jason on expressing sadness in art. I hope this lesson taught you guys something. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And before I go, if you see if you see how I'm drawing the character Guts here, I'm just letting my imagination flow. Art is something that has always intrigued me, and it has always been something that has brought me joy since I have always found my own imagination to be intriguing, and I've always had an overactive imagination for so long. And now that I'm actually putting something, now that I'm actually putting my interests and and what I like into paper, it just feels so good. Just letting your thoughts out and conveying them in a way other than words and through images and visualization instead. You guys should try too sometime, like I said earlier. And yeah, if you guys try art and even if you're not the best at it at some time, then it's okay. Just keep trying again, and as long as you feel like you're showing yourself in some way, and as long as you're happy, then that's good. That's my whole point for making this video. So yeah, again, that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for lesson 6, where we will have Jason leading the lesson for the very first time in our entire community project thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for listening, and goodbye.